guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk aliens and UFOs, and yeah, stuff is happening right now in the world of aliens. So buckle up. Okay, so as we know, 2020 was a big year. Big year for everyone, big year for news, big year for events, COVID, election year. It was a doozy. So a lot happened in that year, but what kind of got swept under the rug is that the Pentagon released that there are aliens, that there are legit UFOs caught on camera, and that they're not denying the presence of aliens. Yeah. So it kind of got swept under the rug. I know a lot of comedians joked about it and said stuff like, dude, this was such a crazy year that they came out and said there was aliens, and literally everyone was like, okay. We've got bigger threats, so whatever. But yeah, so let me give you the down low. So in 2020, the US Congress basically ordered the Pentagon to release any information they had on any sightings, UFO sightings, or what they basically had on the presence of aliens or UFOs at all. And a 9-page report was presented that said there has been 144 sightings from 2004 to 2021 that the government wants to learn more about. Basically, that there might be some legitimacy in there. 144 sightings. So it's becoming a lot more legit that some of the sightings that we've seen in the past, some of the stories we've heard in the past, all of that is legit and is real. And now our government is saying that they don't deny that. So on June 25th, 2021, so recently, the Pentagon released all their information over. Basically, they are calling them UAPs. UAP is an unidentified aerial phenomenon. So they're not saying it's a UFO. They're kind of trying to separate the legends or the connotation that comes with a UFO. They're separating that to be a UAO and saying, look, there's things going on here that we don't know about. So they're not saying there's UFOs. They're not saying that there's aliens. They're not saying anything like that. They're saying there are aerial phenomenons or spacecrafts that they don't know what that is. So in 2015, the Navy recorded a video which is entitled Go Fast, and it shows a UAP or a UFO, and they're tracking it, and they're like, what is that, and what is it doing? In the video you can see the actual aircraft, and they stated that it went into the water, which I find is super interesting, and that it was flying differently than what they had previously seen. There was also one that the Navy has released that was over California, and this aircraft is more of a pyramid shape, and you can see it, and they said that that sighting is also legitimate. And so all of this stuff is being now released in the last couple of months, and it's fascinating. So the government is like, hey, this is us being transparent, which, yes, in a lot of ways it is, but I also think that they're kind of setting us up for that there may be a lot more coming, and I'm sure there is a lot more that they have that they're not releasing. Of course, you know, there was a poll done that like most Americans believe that aliens aren't a threat to us, which I think is crazy, because with how many movies we have so much about aliens that have been negative, it's interesting that the American public doesn't think that they're a threat. So I don't know. Me personally, I kind of believe that, first of all, they're being seen over some very big cities. The first one that I mentioned, the Go Fast video, was seen more on like the New York side of the US, and along that coast. And then now this one over California. They're over very populated areas. They're not flying around the Midwest where I am. And so I think that they're scoping things out. They're seeing what's going on. And the fact that now this is all being released and being said that it's true, like, I've believed in aliens forever. I'm fascinated by crop circles. I'm fascinated by all of this that's happening. And now the fact that the government is like, this is real, is crazy. Because now you have to think, like, how much of this stuff that we haven't thought was real is real. You know, Stonehenge that people have doubted forever, crop circle sightings, UFO sightings, abductions. Like, could that all be something? I mean, I think that for us to think that we're alone in the world just isn't true. I think that there's so much out there that we just don't know about. So I'm interested in seeing what kind of comes of this. I also think it's very interesting that they released this stuff while a global pandemic was happening. I mean, I don't know if that was a coincidence or if like that was meant for something, but it's interesting. I've watched the video, the Go Fast video, and it does seem like the Navy, who does this for a living, they're sitting there watching, you know, our borders. They're like, we don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. That just is fascinating. So aliens are real. Another thing that they have said is that they're not saying aliens are real. They're saying that a identified space object is real. So somebody has to be, I mean, there's someone having to be driving it or like working it or something. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come out with in the next little while to kind of reassure the American public that there isn't a threat. And I guess we'll see. Okay, so in researching all that I did about the 2020 alien phenomenon, I went down the rabbit hole of alien sightings and UFOs and all of this, and literally mind blown. I don't know why people aren't talking about this. I don't know why I never heard of this, but did you know that in 1974, scientists put a message into space and we got a response back? Right? I mean, wow. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, we knew about this, but I didn't. I legit didn't know about this just till the other day. And it blows my mind. This scientist named Carl Sagan, he sent by electric wave into space information about us. He sent this out directed at a cluster of stars that are light years away. And the message was basically about us, saying who we are. It had DNA code, physical appearance, characteristics of our intelligent civilization, and information about us, math and science. And he transmitted this into a cluster of stars, and people just kind of forgot about it because they were kind of like, okay, well, we didn't get anything back, so see you later. 27 years later, we got a response. So that means that, oh my gosh, there's something out there that is talking to us, but it's just taking a while for the response to get to us. Wow. So it was found, the response was found in a crop circle, UK's largest telescope and observatory, which is in Chilbolton in the UK. And this is a huge laboratory. And so right next to that laboratory was, in a crop circle, the message back. That has been decoded and found to have DNA and information about aliens. Alien population in 2001. Visual representation of the solar system. I mean, this coded message came back to us in 2001 and was put there for a reason. So I don't know why people aren't talking about this. I don't know if they sent anything in return. I don't know if that's why we're getting these visits now in 2020. It's all kind of lining up. It's all kind of making sense. So we sent a message in 1974 and we got one back 27 years later in 2001. Now, 2021 plus 27 would be 2028. Yeah, 8 more years. So that doesn't necessarily mean that anything, really, because these sightings, these things that we're seeing, could be them. I was just going through the report, and the 2001 thing, the template that came back, that was the response, has a lot in it. It has the molecular structure of alien DNA. It has an alien DNA visual representation. Oh my gosh, like the visual representation of an alien body. The average height of an alien is 3.4 inches. Let's see what else it's got in here. The atomic numbers for life. The alien population. The visual representation of the solar system. Left to right, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Jupiter's moon, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Visual representation of alien communication device, which appeared in August 2000 next to the Chilbolton telescope. So according to that transmission that we got back in the crop circle, it says that in 2001, the alien population was 12 billion something. So in 2001, there was an alien population of 12 billion. Whoa. I mean, I do think this proves a lot. Like, this is facts. Facts brought by scientific proof. Crazy. Mind blown. Guys, this is insane. So, there's aliens. We're not alone out there. It's happening. Brace yourselves. Alien believer community, gather around. Comment below. Tell me stuff I don't know, because this is fascinating. Wow. My mind is blown. I will see you guys next time. Bye.